huge croquettes. Welcome to Saladalandia. Wow, we're going to make a mess today. I confess I love croquettes. But do you know what I don't like, Nara? Standing there for half an hour stirring the bechamel, and above all, then having to wait for hours for the mixture to firm up. So today I'm bringing you a real miracle. Some croquettes that are made with just 2 ingredients, perfect for lazy people like me. They're foolproof. They don't turn out runny or fall apart, and they always come out right and without long waiting times. And all you need are potatoes and whatever you want for the filling. In my case, tuna. And you can add water or milk to soften the mixture. The first thing is to peel the potatoes. I use 3 medium potatoes, but you can use more or less depending on whether you want to make more or fewer croquettes. As you can see, once they're peeled, we cut them into fairly small cubes, because the smaller they are, the faster they'll cook. And it's true, we're going to boil these potatoes so they get soft. And how do you do that? Very easy. In a pot with really hot water. Add salt to taste. Be generous with it, that way the potato tastes better. Once the water's nice and hot, add the potatoes. And in about 10 minutes, they'll be ready, but there's no exact time. So, how do we know if they're done? Very easy. You just have to take one with a spoon and poke it with a fork. If it breaks, the potatoes are just right. Then you just have to drain the water and put them in a large container. With a potato masher, or simply with a fork, you're going to mash them until you get a pasty texture. At this point, you'll need to add just a little bit of liquid. You can use water or, even better, a little bit of milk. But remember, just a little, just enough to bind it, because we're going to have to handle this with our hands later. So just a little bit, so the potato breaks down and doesn't stay grainy. If you want to have croquettes for dinner tonight, stick around because this video is going to change your life. And stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you a little trick at the end so they always turn out extra crispy. Whether you use a frying pan or a pot with oil to fry them, or if you want to do it in an air fryer. If the mashed potatoes are too runny, failure is guaranteed. And if you're really lazy, you can use instant mashed potatoes, the kind that comes in powder or flakes. But make sure to use only half the amount of milk that the package suggests. That's the trick. We add the tuna. Very well drained, okay? If you leave oil from the can, the mixture falls apart. Salt and pepper to taste. As always, that's the magic touch. You can also add nutmeg if you want. But the important thing is that you really like the filling. You could use ham or whatever you want instead of tuna. But one day I tried it with tuna, and honestly, at my house, it was a hit. Take a good look. It's not regular mashed potatoes. It's a smooth, dry mash. That's the trick, so it doesn't end up looking like an oil bomb. And we're going to shape our croquettes. You can make them however you want. Me, I go for the classic old-school croquette logs. You take a bit of the mixture, squeeze it, roll it in the palm of your hand, and it's ready. Couldn't be faster. If your hand is a little damp, it'll be even easier. So wetting it from time to time is a good idea. Even easier. And the best part is, you don't have to wait or put it in the fridge or anything. We prepare them just like this, right away. I'll leave the shape up to you. I'm going to make big croquettes just like Grandma used to make. But you could make small balls, squares, whatever you prefer. I've got them all ready now and my hands are freshly washed. Because making them, whether you like it or not, leaves your hands a bit sticky. Now we're just going to coat it. First in egg, then in breadcrumbs or panko, whichever you prefer. Whatever gives it a crunchy touch on the outside. As you can see, I'm beating the egg to coat them. I'm going to dip each of the croquettes in this egg, but always one at a time, and with a fork that I'm going to use only here. I don't use it in the next bowl so that a sticky mass doesn't form. So we take it out and place it in the breadcrumbs or panko. Panko is a type of breadcrumb that's a bit crunchier, almost like flakes. And that's it. You can use panko, breadcrumbs, or whatever you want, but give it a bit of crunch on the outside so it has the typical flavor and texture of a croquette. Look how good it looks. And now the big modern dilemma, air fryer or traditional frying. Personal opinion, if you're in a hurry, use the air fryer. It's also healthier. If you want a classic touch, then fry them. And today I'm going to fry them so you can see the real deal. But if you want to make them in the air fryer, I'll give you a little tip. Place them on the rack, then spray a little oil on top so they turn golden. And if you don't have spray, use a brush. Dip it in a little oil, and you lightly coat the surface. Just a little bit, just enough so they have that special crunch on the outside. If you're going to fry them, this step is very important. Place a large plate with plenty of paper towels or absorbent paper to set them on. That removes the excess oil and makes them crispier. And also, the oil needs to be really hot. Place something wooden in the center to see if bubbles form. That way, you'll know it's ready. You need to have it pretty hot over fairly high heat. And once it's ready, drop the croquette in. You're going to keep adding them, but without overcrowding. You can add a few, but don't. Don't stack them on top of each other, because then they won't brown evenly. You need to have a little patience with that. Keep mixing and stirring them from time to time until you see that they're golden brown all over. And at that moment, that's when you can take them out directly onto that plate where you had the paper towel. Hey, are you guys into round croquettes, like bomb-style ones? The ones that fall apart in your mouth when you bite them? Or the classic long ones? Because there's always been that debate, and I want you to help me settle it, so let me know down in the comments and help me out a bit. And while you're up there, hit the little bell and subscribe and all that, since it's right there for you. This is the moment of truth, huh? Don't tell me these aren't real big croquettes. Don't tell me no. Crispy on the outside, creamy on the inside. And if you have the option to get panko like I do, instead of regular breadcrumbs, you have to try it one day. It gives it extra crunch. It's crazy. No one would say they're made of potato and tuna. Do you dare to make them with tuna? Or are you going to make the classic one with a bit of chopped ham? Trust me, this is going to save dinner tonight. And you can make them with ham. Also with cheese, it works with anything. And you know, eat, take care of yourselves, be happy, and I'll see you in the next video.
Ooh.